Hey, David here with Guide Recommended. A couple weeks back, I did a video on my favorite net from my friend Chad at CF River Products. And I got some notes, I got some emails about how I carry a long handled net like this. So if I'm on a smaller river where I can still hike around, a lot of wading, open brush area, I will take this guy and I'll use it with my my fish pond sling pack. Works real well. Perfect setup, having let me see if I can show you guys here, the slot in the back of this. Let me stick it down in there so you got a feel for how that works. It's like these two things were made for each other, right? So, if you can visualize that on my back, it would stick. I mean, it's going to be a little bit above my head, so that's why I said if it's open river, easy wading. If you're doing some bushwhacking, which I tend to do once in a while, this can get, as you're ducking down, holding your rod, can get stuck on stuff. So, I was just answering that question that I got via some emails. But that did bring up a good point about netting fish. So I got my whiteboard and we're going to net some fish. So we'll talk about it. So got my guy. I'm going to put a little green hat on him this time. We'll do some, and then we got my fish. So netting fish. So the big thing, key item that you want to think about is the the water current, right? Water current, right? In netting a fish is try to get that fish. So you got them hooked. You're playing them. I got kind of like, I'm going to say, a sandbar here, just a typical kind of setup on fly fishing. Sandbar or a little bar into a deep bend. Try to work that fish back into the shallows. Key thing, trying to hook or net a fish in some deep water can be kind of tough. Get it into a spot that's shallow where it can kind of close in the fish a little bit. That's one key thing. The other key thing is always scoop from the front. From the front. So in this one, right, got my fish front. Don't go net first. Bam, those guys, a nice sized fish is going to bolt once it knows it's kind of getting surrounded. It will take off quick. So net from the front and try to work a fish into the shallow waters. And you can think about it again, I got my fake rod here. It's a little bit short, but back with that arm, right? So think of it, draw them in, scoop, right? So you draw them in, and you scoop with the head first going into that net, right? But try to get that back, bring them together. A lot of times, you got your net up, I will pull slack off my reel, right? In order to put the rod and reel down somewhere in order to handle the fish. You kind of put it under your feet, but you got to pull some line off. You think about that, you pulled them up in, scooped them. Now you got, just a short amount of line. So pull line off, okay? Another cool thing I wanted to kind of bring up, and I will link to a video I did about hooking up net releases. So there is a little trick to it. If you're going to notice, I actually hook my lanyard down low, right? So again, gives me more room. If you think about this lanyard hooked back where I got my magnet back here, it's going to be, right? But if you hook the lanyard down low on your vest like this is, that's actually what that clip is for. Gives you lots of reach right there. So, but that's, see if I can do this here. But, and then reach back with that net, and you're all set to go. So let's get on some on water netting action. And if you can, subscribe, right? So these are all, it's like a companion set of videos I'm doing. So I got one on, setting a hook. I got one on casting. You might have seen that one already. I'll link those in those I don't know, I think they call them like pop-in things. Let's get on the water, watch some fish get netted, okay? Thanks. All right, so here I am. It's a winter fishing trip, and you can see grabbed it real quick, nose first into the net, kind of an off-color brown. Oh, this is a good learning experience for everybody. So this is why you should not try to net a fish by the tail. Get it in, get it in, get it in. Oh, that could have ended bad. Head first, fish in the net, just the way it's supposed to be. So it's a good sized fish. Really happy by myself catching this one. Next up, just a little guy I think we're going to net. Yeah, so real quick, head first, get him into that net. Nets are kind of a friendly thing to fish instead of grabbing them. So we're going to do another quick, another brown. This one kind of turned right at the last second and turned into the net. I don't know if you caught it there. Beautiful color. So, hey, subscribe. Thanks.